This year was the busiest year ever for Santa Claus and his elves at the North Pole. For over 1,000 years, using only a giant notebook and a pencil, I have written down the name of every little boy and girl. Written down whether they were good or bad, and a list of all the toys that they've wanted. So far, I've managed to make my Christmas Eve flight with almost no mix-ups, but this year was almost too much. Then, at one house beside the cookies, I found a copy of Grumbles from the Keyboard, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love My Computer. I started to browse and knew immediately that a computer could ease the challenges for next year. Children could email me or IM me. Send me all kinds of things that would make next Christmas a shining success. Grumbles from the Keyboard was written for computer novices just like me. When I got back to the North Pole, Mrs. Claus and I read chapter after chapter, while visions of shining computers danced in our heads. It's a book every mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa should have sitting right beside their computers. So next year, the North Pole will be running on bits and bytes as it moves into the 21st century. And here's a little poem to ponder. 'Twas the night before Christmas in Computerland. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house lights flashed on the tower and even the mouse. The webcams were ready, installed with great care, in hopes that grandkids would be virtually there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of computer games danced in their heads. Mama in her rocker, a netbook on her lap, to check Santa's route on NORAD's tracking map. Last minute shopping, I knew it would matter. Receipts from the printer were spit with a clatter. The email program began to beep and flash. Away to the desktop I flew in a dash. An email from Santa I pulled from the cache. The sleigh was loaded, the spring sitting low, boxes of computer games only kids know. Dead Space 2 for Tommy, Pokemon for Sue, Xbox, Wii, PlayStation, and Nintendo too. Neither Mama nor I had Santa forgot. A wireless keyboard and mouse in the lot. From a webcam mounted some faraway place, an image so small, across the screen it did race. What could it be, I wondered, what would appear? But a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. I toggled the volume and turned it up loud as his digital facade flew over the clouds. At the speed of Moore's law, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dell, now Gates, now Jobs and Wozniak, on Bezos, on Ellison, on Hewlett and Packard. To the top of the toolbar, to the top of the screen. Now pixels are changing, amazed by it all. The picture expanded as closer he drew. His exact location surely only he knew. But Google Street View offered a hopeful clue. Just a click of the mouse, our house was in view. With the sleigh full of downloads, upgrades and such, St. Nicholas too, might it be just too much? The broadband was humming, the router secure. A shiny new computer I'm sure will allure. Firewalls open for the jolly old elf. Presents are coming, some surely, some for myself. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. A mystery for sure, I pondered aloud. Could Santa be real? An answer I vowed. An internet search for the jolly Saint Nick. Santa Claus, could he be real? Should turn the trick. Pages and pages of results did appear. To read them all might take till Christmas next year. My eyelids grew heavy, then started to droop. A short nap was needed so I could recoup. Foggy and confused from my slumber I stirred. You've got mail, from the speakers I heard. An email from Santa's own smartphone, it said. A tight schedule barred his waking me, he pled. Presents for all under the tree he had spread. Click here for a live video feed of the sled. The digital image danced and sparkled bright. Santa driving his sleigh on its magical flight. But I heard him explain ere he drove out of sight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.